Hey, good morning, friends. Josh here. Welcome back to our Lenten series of morning meditations, where we're continuing our study of holy vessels, our Lenten series this year. I want to just point out that I am coming back from one beautiful place, Lake Junaluska, to another beautiful place. It's our sanctuary, it's our church, and I am in the cemetery. And sometimes I come out here and I just walk around and just think and pray and let God speak to me. And as I was walking around this morning, I'm looking at all the names on the gravestones, and I'm reminded of how many families have built this church community. How many families have, through their generosity, contributed to the beautiful campus that we have here, and the care for it, and the reverence that they had for this space, for God. And I'm reminded of a quote by Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa said, "We know only too well that what we are doing is nothing more than a drop in the ocean. But if the drop were not there, then the ocean would be missing something." I think sometimes it's really easy to get caught up in this idea that life is just this fleeting thing, and sometimes it just, I don't know, we're born and we live and then we die. And what's it all for? I know a lot of people who feel that way. A lot of people who lose hope, a lot of people who are unable to be in beautiful places like where I am right now, or just appreciate where they are. But I'm reminded, again, as I walk around this cemetery, and I'm thinking of all the family members who still attend our church, whose relatives are buried here, that even though our lives can sometimes seem just like a drop in the ocean, without you in your life, this whole world would be missing something vital, something beautiful. We're talking about the recovery of our integrated health this week. So we've talked about the recovery of our mental health and intellectual health, environmental health, emotional health. And this week we sort of bring it all together in the full integration of all of those things, sort of the sum of what makes us healthy. And the truth is that there's so many components to us, so many different things that contribute to our health, and I just want to point out that none of those things would none of those things would matter. Life wouldn't really matter if we didn't have the ability to love other people and receive love. And I can't think of a more authentic and gracious and genuine act of love than what God has done for us and continues to do for us, especially in the life of his son Jesus Christ. And we're sitting in Holy Week right now, the middle of Holy Week, and if we were to go back in time, in a very short period of time, Jesus, our leader, our God, our Father, our Son, our friend, our guru, our teacher, will be betrayed and taken from us, arrested and beaten and mutilated horribly, and then ultimately murdered right before our eyes. Now, we know we have the benefit of knowing that Christ is resurrected, that Christ lives, but they didn't at that time. So I can only imagine how afraid they were. But we have the blessing of hindsight. And so if you are watching this for the first time and you've never really considered how much God loves you, I invite you to read about Jesus and what Jesus has done for us and for you. And I want to encourage you to maybe accept the notion that you're not just a fleeting life that doesn't mean anything, a drop in the ocean, that you are beautiful and holy and sacred, and that God loves you so much that he would give his only son so that you would have an opportunity to be with him for all of eternity. I love you guys. I hope you'll be able to join us for sunrise service on Easter so we can celebrate the risen Lord, or at one of our worship services, 8:30, 9:45, or 11. Come join us. It'll be a good time. I love you all. I'll see you later.